Oh, Chrono got his groove back. That's a good one. I just gotta make sure I get that one in there, because that's pretty good. Welcome back, everybody. It is that time again. And I believe we need to be in the other world to get to where we need to go fight the green dragon. Because, you know, of course we do, right? Right. I was about to say, where the fuck's my boat? But it doesn't matter then. I have to actually go there. It feels like it's been a million fucking years since I've streamed, even though it has literally just been 2 days. And the reason for that is that I didn't sleep super great the last couple of days. I mostly blame the need to do some lawn maintenance and the fact that it's getting pretty hot over here. So I try to do that early in the day, and my sleep schedule is enough of a disaster area that I try to do that, and it's like, oh hey, instead you're just gonna sleep for 2 hours and you're gonna wake up and you're gonna keep thinking about it, and then you're gonna fall asleep for a couple hours at random intervals throughout the day. Enjoy! And I don't. So where's our Biba flute, I believe we need to use to get in here? No, is it the ancient fruit? Is it back in the other world? I could swear that this is what we have to do. It might be in the other world, though, so... Hey, time for me to be proven to be a liar again. Can we do anything over here right now? I mean... We could go and gamble on the SS Zelbas. We could go and... let's see if we can do some stuff in Marbule. I think anything we can do in Marbule is in the other world as well. So... Right, because this Marbule is unpopulated at the moment. Everybody is hanging out on the boat. This would be a lot less confusing if I knew what happened to the Homeworld, Another World logos that are usually up in the corner on the map, at least on the PS1 version. I think I may have switched them off earlier in the stream series and don't know how to switch them back on or something. If not, if they're just not there, that seems like a bit of an issue. Because, I mean, look at me, I like to think that at least I don't, you know, have some sort of problem with my head. But I'm having a shockingly hard time even, being able to identify the difference off the top of my head. Like, over here, we got a complete Viper Manor, so we're clearly in another world, right? Yeah, we have Corch's boat as our thing for getting around in. And of course we have the military boat in Homeworld because the poor military are crawling all over the place. Alright, so let's go in here. So I think if we talk to the dude in the jacket and then we leave, he gives us something? If I have that correct? Is that not the case? Do we have to be Serge for that? Oh my god. Alright, so I know that the Witch Doctor has something for us if we switch the characters in our party. At the moment, everybody just seems to be freaked out about us, which... maybe if I bring Irenis here, because Irenis has an ability if we talk to the Witch Doctor. So maybe that's all we have, you know, the main thing that we have to do here is just, hey, bring in somebody from Marbule and they'll relax a little bit. The answer to this is probably no, but we'll try it anyway. Hey. Alright, teleporter. You know what, Norris, you're gonna sit on the bench for 5 minutes while we do this. You're probably scaring these people. He's still in his military uniform and everything, so... you know. Okay, Witch Doctor. Was I wrong about this? Was the guide that I read wrong about this? Am I doing this at the wrong time? Did I miss the opportunity entirely? And you know what? Fuck the rest of you people. I'm going back to where we were, going before. Get out of my party. Norris, you can come back in. Gaia's Naval, Ancient Fruit, Diva Flute. I may have to go elsewhere to do this. Do I have to do it from the Hydra Marshes? Or something? Because that's where we fought the Winged Pete before. Actually, I'm curious. Did I was gonna say, did I get all the plates so far? And where's my... Riddell has to have the black plate, right? Because obviously I had that. I didn't take it apart yet. That would be really silly. Oh, right, that's not where we go. Can you tell me something about this? No, apparently. Let's go this way. Try to summon the Winged Pete over here. Probably if I did it in the other world. Yeah? I'm absolutely screwing something up, and I don't know what the issue is off the top of my head. Obviously, otherwise I'd be fixing it by now. I've forgotten how this works. Real good. Admittedly, I've clearly forgotten a lot of this game. Drop into the Hydra Marshes. And back up we go. Ah, yes, here we go. Here is where we can fight the Beavas again. And you think, shouldn't this battle be over, like, instantly? Not quite, unfortunately. Do we have... No, Earthquake would be... Let's do Feral Cats. Because, you know, the cats are always good. See? Not so bad. That's okay. Hey, wow, our HP isn't full for everybody yet. Yeah, see, there you go. Why do you have ancient fruit? It's no business of mine. As that dude explains it to us. Go over to here. Alright. And away we go. Should be taking us to Guy's Cradle now, Guy's Navel. There we go. And down we go. Ah, some neat music here. What's with this sassy lost child? Leah, huh? Where the heck are we? Alright, well, that would be nice. Leah temporarily joined our party. We can take a quick look at her, I guess. And immediately become disappointed because of some of these stats. Yeah. Aside from HP and agility, which she does have a lot of HP. Like, I think she has the most HP out of anyone in here right now, except for Lynx, because obviously... Oh, and Grobik, so... You know, third place is still not bad. Actually, wait a sec. Does Grobik have more HP than Lynx does? God, Grobik is a fucking monster, I swear. Which is why we're waiting to use him until we switch back to Serge. You know, Leah is pretty durable, and she hits decently hard. But she just does not have the utility that Norris does. Norris is just kind of the most well-rounded character that we have available in Yellow. In a game where that's actually a good thing. Oh, right. These enemies suck. I think we have to kill, like, everything in here before we can face the Green Dragon. If I recall correctly. And sure, we've got these killer wasp spider things. These are pretty gross looking, and so is what the game is doing to my frame rate there. Oofa doofa. The prey mantis. Oh, hey, look, it's Polly, but not as colorful. A pterodact. It looks like something that Fargo could probably do some damage to. Funnily enough. Oh, wow, it's a fairly durable enemy. And Norris just got poisoned, but he did only take 1 damage from something that has an elemental advantage over him. So, you know what? Gotta give him credit. Norris is usually a huge glass cannon, but if he's shaking that off, I mean, good job, dude. Good on ya, Chief. Chef. let's try stealing from the pterodact. And we missed. Our accuracy probably got reset in the middle of that because that's a mechanic that exists that I don't really understand in full about, like, your accuracy just getting reset mid-turn and not by switching enemies. I don't get it, but it's annoying. Did that Prey Mantis only take, like, 30 damage from that laser shot? If so, rude. Even more rude is that dodge. Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Hey, you too, big parrot. Hello. How is it going over there? Alright, let's go ahead and remove those instances of poison real quick. Hey, wow, finally a use for some of these consumables. It's been a while. And pretty much the only thing we've had to deal with for a bit has been burn. Looks like. I don't even remember what the flu does to us, so that shows you how rare it is. We pretty much didn't need to buy any of those medicine elements, I don't think. It may have happened to us one time in the entire game. Ah, yes, we can climb up the vines. Grab a green brooch. Which just does exactly the same as the red brooch, but for green. I'm doing pretty alright. It's a little hot over here, but I'll be fine. Nice, easy fight. Thank you, game. I'll take those all day, every day. The Inferno element drops are pretty good, too. I'm happy about that. Getting a couple of those. That'll do nicely to upgrade our stuff a little bit in the future. Alright, Norris, you take the lead here. You've got an advantage. Unfortunately, what you're not great at is accuracy, apparently. Actually, he should probably be pretty high accuracy for our party. Probably tied with Lynx, or maybe a little below. Let's take a look. Now I'm curious. 85 accuracy on Lynx, 80 on Fargo, and 85 for Norris. So we can get a little more detail if we look at this hit percentage. Yeah, 91% to Lynx's 92. Fargo could probably use a little more, but I guess I'll see if that's a thing to do depending on what I've got accessory-wise later on. Accuracy accessories have not exactly been a thing that we've had access to a ton of, unfortunately. These dudes, these are some of the worst enemies in the area. Oh, look, and pleasantly enough, they're giving us 3 to fight. Prehistoric. Oh, they're yellow. I thought they were red. Well, I guess Lynx is going to take the lead on this one. And he's going to disappoint us, as per usual. Yeah, see, they have a red signature attack for some reason. And this is the reason why these things are terrible. Even aside from the fact that the attack animation for that takes forever and a day to go through, it causes berserk. Well, hopefully they'll just all focus on Fargo, and I'll be able to do some of this. And hopefully they'll help thin out the numbers a little bit. Oh, right. Remember, they're yellow, not red. So Inferno can help clear that out a little bit. That went over pretty well, especially because only one of our party members got berserked. And we only saw that obnoxious attack twice. They dropped Denadorite, which is pretty good for this part of the game. Although, goodness knows, I would love to start upgrading towards Rainbow Shell gear soonish, but I need to remember how to get the Great Hammer for the Smiths and go take Zappa to see the other Zappa, so that will probably be a minute. But hey, look, it's another trio of these dudes. Let's do this. As we do. But leave the fast forward on. Oh, wow, are none of them going to get to attack? That makes my life a lot easier. Also, I forgot that Fargo still has an Earthquake trap sitting on his grid. Could probably stand to change that at some point. I'll probably forget for a very long time, though, now that I've said it. You know, now that you've mentioned it, well... Thanks for giving me the easy fight, by the way, game. Another Denadorite, and here comes another Pterodact. Just going solo here, apparently. And of course we missed our 3, so that's really not great. Let's do Glide Hook. We haven't seen this in a moment. I mean, we have seen it before, but it's been a bit, so why not show it off again? Just in case you forgot, I suppose. Nothing from that enemy, but a little bit of money at least, so there's that. Denadorite, and let's go fight some more wasps. Wasp spiders. They're called prey mantises. I was like, what the hell are they called? I haven't fought them in like 10 seconds. Good work, team. And we got a Sonya trap element. I did a little bit of research, and those summon elements are used by fairly specific enemies, and they are the only way to get those summons. I think the Frog Prince is the other blue one, but we got one of those for free, so at least we get that going for us. But everything else, summon element-wise, the only ones we're really going to see much of and use much of are going to be stuff that we get from the 6 dragons. And even saying we'll use those much will be a bit of a stretch. And the others all have to be gotten from specific enemies, which means letting them set up for their summon and then sitting through their entire attack pattern. Ultimately, it is something that's not really worth it, so definitely an underutilized game mechanic there for sure. Good job not getting poisoned, Fargo. Good work, Chief. Let's see if you can do it again. And the answer is no. And Fargo demonstrating to us some, accuracy is not the word that I'm looking for here, but yeah. A golem trap, again, probably never going to be something that we see in this playthrough. Yeah, the summon elements are such a pain in the butt to use, but they are really cool. I do like them quite a bit. It's just that, unfortunately, using them is as frustrating as stated. And we're just gonna have better mechanics overall for a lot of characters, I think. Because we've got plenty of characters who have really, really good moves they can use. Other than that are easier to set up and have similar amounts of damage. And then we've already got the Master Mune to give Lynx better options for using turns basically at all, because he can just go in for physical attacks and do a ton of damage, especially with the sunglasses. We're probably going to end up bringing Glenn back into the party once we are back to being Serge, who I almost called Chrono yet again. I'm not great at keeping that up. And we can get him the dual Einlanzer, and he will again do a lot of physical damage, which is far easier to manage than elemental damage. Most characters, we should have very little problem getting hold of a couple more of the level 6 elements that are usable only by characters with certain innates. And those will do similar amounts of damage without the requirement of the setup. It basically ends up in a place where it's like, well, how often do we need these except for farming the materials for the shiny materials, or what they're called? I forget. I'd have to actually go look through my set of materials and look for anything that would actually need them, but yeah, that's like the main reason to use summoning elements. To be fair, there is a lot of stuff in this game that's actually like, hey, yeah, set these fights up right so that way you can get this stuff. Now that I think about it, because it's like, oh, hey, that's a thing we can... Oh, my goodness. Like, see, this is generally going to be a pretty easy source of damage. And what are we going to do, like 300 or so with this? 281. So it's not quite as good as Frog Prince, which would probably be in the 400s right now, but also a large part of that is because we don't have the field effect on our side. I think if we had the field effect set up, we would probably be doing a pretty similar amount of damage. Although, again, it's been a bit since I've really had a good way to compare. Still, it's neat that they gave you all these options in this game. That's just something that I will say for this game in general, is that there's a lot of options of things you can do. And that's cool. I like the amount of characters, even if not all of them are necessarily the most useful thing in the world, but just having them and the level of customization that's permitted by this, I find that kind of thing very cool. Actually, you know what? Let's throw on Earthquake and we'll see how this pans out damage-wise. Because if the damage numbers are pretty far off of each other between the Mantises and... Oh yeah, they are. So that, I guess, confirms that the sunglasses do not normalize the element of your damage spells. Like, I was briefly convinced because of one of those fights in the tower in Fort Dragonia, pardon me. There is a place that's called a tower later on, so that explains that. Hey, good job, Norris. You unfortunately still got interrupted in terms of trying to get rid of these things fast. I'm going to allocate. That's not how we use our thing. Oh, hey, save point. Is the loop this small? I don't feel like it is. But if it is, it's only 2 screens large. It certainly feels like it should be bigger. Alright, so an earthquake will do a ton of damage here. Right? This might even end the fight right now. Yeah, 412. And the body was gone before the attack effects disappeared. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Save. Yeah, it is a tiny loop. I'm sure if we talk to Leah, that'll... Oh, there we go. We got a fairly stout-looking kind of Tyrannosaurus. Kind of looks like something between a Tyrannosaurus and a Bulldog. Like, it's got the right shape of the head, you know? So, that's why I'm immediately saying Tyrannosaurus, and not just because I know that it's called the Tyranno. And ooh boy, this fight is laggy. That's some pretty hearty lag, all considered. Both enemies are red element, so if I was being smart here, I'd probably just give Fargo Eagle Eye and go from there. Unfortunately, I decided not to take the clever route. And see, there we go. We got another thing with our accuracy being reset. I swear it doesn't always do that, which is why I keep bringing it up, because it seems inconsistent. And if it wasn't, well, I wouldn't have anything to say about it, obviously, because, like, okay, right? Crunch out. Oh! Boy, that's a lot of damage. Alright. Oh, the humanity. Or not humanity, I guess, because Lynx, but eh. Alright, pillage. Give me your power seal. That might be pretty good. Certainly, it looks or sounds like it should have good stats, so we will see in the future. Hopefully it's as good as it sounds like it is, but I don't know offhand just yet. Alright. Lynx go all in against the Tyranno. Have the game choke a little bit. Oh wow, our Eagle Eye is gone already. Whew, some things run out real fast, alright? Oh, I was setting up for Iceberg to clear the fight. Turned out to be completely unnecessary. Go Fargo! Pretty strong. Yep, received our 34th star. Everybody getting a little bit of stats. Fargo getting some magic. He's certainly not going to complain about that. Why does it show his 7 spot as being unfilled? And we got a resistance ring. Ooh, so here's where our green dragon is actually going to be. Norris, do you ever want to gain a level 7? Like, would you like to do that at some point? Take away that Inferno. I could probably just put that on the other spot that we just freed up. Well, the new spot that we've got there. Level 3. Can we throw some kind of support there? Can't put diminish there. That's disappointing. Yeah, there we go. We gotta recover all, so we can put another one of those in. Does anyone else have major unfilled locations in their grid? Well, Lynx has a 6 to fill in, a 5, and a 3. Oh, damn it. I keep doing that. I need to not do that so much. Yeah, 3. We can put something there. I'm sure we have, like, a Graviton or something that we can throw in and have more AoE damage. 5. We definitely have more Inferno. 6. 6. We don't have the black equivalent of Iceberg in any of that. I'm going to move that down here, actually. And we're going to leave the 7 unfilled for now. Because we're going to be getting Lynx's level 7 special move pretty soon. Yeah, see, look at all this Graviton we're sticking on there. Wow. And while I don't think anything gets overwritten when you get those moves, I just am a little paranoid. Oh, look. This creature that looks a bit like a bug frog sort of thing. This is our green dragon. Oh, I see it's gonna eat us. The green dragon's got some nasty looking teeth. And I guess the hands and feet are a little more bird-like. I was saying before. Bug frog? What the fuck was I thinking? I just say words. Green field. Oh. Oh, you don't make me happy, that's for sure. Alright. Element. Eagle Eye. Get buffed, Fargo. And now we've got to act a little fast. Oh, it's just carnivore. I mean, that's gonna do some damage, probably. Yeah, oh boy. Oh, shit. And that poisoned 2 of our party members. That's what we like to call distinctly unpleasant. And Norris took a big poke. But we're still in a position where we can pillage ourselves a green plate. And in terms of overall... oh god, bad breath. You're not a Malboro. Or a Morbol. Okay, it's a black status ailment, so I guess that's like... think that's Curse or something, which I don't really know what that does offhand. I think it screws up our stamina recovery or something. But honestly, dude, if that's all you've got, I mean, this fight was scary for a second, but now it's really turning around. I was concerned about getting hit by a green summon as soon as that green field went up. And I mean, Carnivore hurt, but not horribly so, I don't feel. And there's that green field again. Well, that's okay. We can interfere with that with all due haste. Oh no, we're blinded. Pardon me, not cursed. So Fargo really can't hit the broadside of a barn. Heal plus. Oh, you jackass. Now, imagine being a boss who heals. Jeez. Low res. We got one hit, so that's good enough. Let's see if we can't carry it home here. Well, we managed to already do as much as that slow caused. Okay, that's fatigue, I think, which is not super great. Would you like a free fall +1? That might be able to do some work. Oh yeah, 417, that is good damage. And that's the fight over. Probably the most annoying of the dragons that we fought so far, just because of those status effects. But not a horrible, horrible fight. Like, oh, we had to heal once. Meh. And we hit level 35, which gives Lynx that level 7 move, which is in that slot, I think, so it's literally free. Fargo gaining another level 7 slot, and Norris finally getting on the train with a level 7. And we got a green summon, Genie, which will be useful once we have characters with level 8 slots. Oh, we have to deal with some pretty nasty shit. Yeah, so... Alright, we got Leah in our party for real this time. And once again, a bench warming yellow. Although, let's take a look at the stats, just to be sure. Oh, right, we already looked at that. Never mind. I forgot she was in our party before. That's real good of me. Oh, wow, we used a whole 9 antidotes in this area. Wow, the status effects were a little overkill. Alright, so let's go and see what we can do with our remaining spaces. And I believe the answer to that is going to be scratch our heads a little bit and not actually have a ton of options here, because we are lacking quite sorely in terms of any good black attacking elements. So I guess now we go look at other shit. We can't equip Tornado. Can't equip Volcano. We can put another Inferno on there. But yes, you can see that we got Lynx's third special move, Forever Zero. All things become eternal nothingness. Yeah, okay, Tetsuya Nomura. We get it. I don't 100% know what I mean when I say that, but it's a little late to back out now, that's for sure. Alright, Fargo, take frog prints in your other blue slot, and let's go over to Norris. Norris, you should have a certain move here that I can put in. Ah, yes, there we go. Top shot. There it is. The damage on this should probably be pretty good, being that it's Norris's last special move, but I don't really recall ever using it that much. I mean, to be fair, most of the time, I just end up spamming AoEs, especially if they're, like, you know, mid-level. Anything that's easy enough to just dump over and over. Alright, so we're supposed to be able to leave if we just use the Biba flute, right? Do we gotta use it up there? I would assume so, actually. Because, yeah, this is sort of like a little nest thing, right? But apparently the answer is no. Do we go up to the tree branch or something? Ancient fruit? That's not quite correct. Biba flute? Nope. Did nada. Alright. Miss anything here? Well, there is still a bug that we can go fight, I guess. And that'll start us rolling in the stats direction. Plus, I mean, that'll be a way to show off Forever Zero. We're not really going to get a whole lot of chance to use that move, so I may as well try to show it off while I have a very limited chance. But let's also go ahead and save real quick. There we go. As I forget where the last fight in the area is. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Yeah, I see a prehistoric. That is probably what we're going to want to start clobbering. Oh, boy. As Fargo just keeps his cool. And let's see this. Remember to slow that down. Hey, we got an achievement for it, so I guess they kind of recognized, hey, you get this for like 10 minutes of the game. May as well give you something for it. And I have to admit, that looks pretty cool. It's like FF10 Ultima, but even more insane. That's some good particle effects. I loves it. As Norris just handles the situation by putting a cap in that bug's wasp thing. Wasp thing, yeah, that's what we're gonna call that part of the body. The wasp thing. What if we try using the Biba flute from there? Or from here, rather? Because this is what we have to do to leave the location, right? Well, apparently I'm just a fool. I could have sworn that's how we have to get out of here, right? Maybe not. Is it... Again, if it's at the top of this hill, I've tried using it up here. Do I have to, like, find the magic pixel or something? Because if so... A, I don't remember that. B, that's not great. I'll try doing it at the save point instead. The other path would have gotten me to the save point much faster. If I was thinking this through, which I did not this time. Oh, as I hear some kind of screech on this screen. It's every time I enter it, so maybe this is that's trying to indicate to me that, hey, this is the place to do the thing. Or maybe it's because there's still another one of these pterodactyls in the area, and I have to take care of all these first or something. Either way, more denadorite. Good work, Fargo. Nice critical hit there. I'll take an Inferno. Those never seem to be bad, so... It's clear that I'm doing something wrong, I just don't know what I'm doing wrong. Or rather, how to fix it. You know, give me just a second to go double check this. Alright, well that was unhelpful. Excellent. I said just use the thing, and it doesn't entirely seem to want to work. Also, God, it is so deep down in the inventory. Is there not a faster way for me to get to this? Well, that's not going faster. Oh, that's the wrong one. See, something is absolutely, like, just not being done right here, and I don't know what it is. Do you want to tell me anything, inventory? Answer is probably not. Alright, well, let's save anyway, even though we just did that recently. That doesn't go anywhere. I'm gonna make sure that I think I've checked every possible exit. Or just everywhere in general on the map. Like, it has to be from that nest, right? If anywhere? And yet, the game is just like, hey, what if not? It's a tiny little area that we haven't been to yet. And that doesn't work here either. Alright, again, I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing wrong, so give me just a second here to go look again. Alright, so all it says is go to the area with the large rock, so maybe I have been doing it in the wrong place. Give me just a second here. Alright, so the guide that I looked up now said go to the first area with the large rock. And so here's the large rock, right? This is the large rock that's being talked about. It is a large rock. There we go. Okay, so I could have sworn that I'd used it by that rock. So maybe it is almost a magic pixel thing, which would be really silly, but eh. And there goes our ancient fruit, and part of my... the headrest pillow on my chair just fell down my back. Hang on a second. It's always something around here, isn't it? Chair, get into position. There we go. Oh, great. It's pushing up the throw rug that I have down there. Fuck. Well. Alright, so let's go see if the other Biba... Alright. Well, the Biba doesn't want to tell us what the ancient fruit is, but we'll still get one for free, so that's nice. Alright, so now comes the last part of finding out if we're going to go fight the Sky Dragon in this world or the other world. I believe it's the other world where we fight the Sky Dragon, because on this world, the Sky Dragon Isle should be the place where we found Starkey before. Yeah, since it sounds like everybody's just talking about, oh hey, this is where Starkey was hanging out. So this is, we do have to go to this Sky Dragon Isle in order to complete the game, by the way. I don't think I've ever mentioned it. Oh! Oh, I forgot about that frame entirely. But hey, I guess if there's anyone in the audience who's a really, really big fan of Starkey compared to any other character, I suppose I could use that as a gift for you. It's even got a little Starkey cursor in the corner to advance the text. However, if not, I personally prefer the old monster mouth, because this thing, that little uvula cursor in the corner is really funny. So that's the whole reason why I'm doing it. Alright, time to toggle over to the other world. Excuse me. I think that jaw pop was so loud that it got picked up by the mic. Let's go to the other world and go fight the Sky Dragon. Oh, hey, this area is closed off on this version of the world, huh? Can you do anything about that? No. Alright, well, let's go fight the Sky Dragon. This dude shouldn't be too hard. Hey, you. Alright. Let's see what the Sky Dragon is bringing to the table. Norris, lead the charge. And buff Fargo so that way he can go grab that white plate and we can not have to worry about that. Yoink! White plate collected. Excellent. Alright, so here comes white breath. And that did, like, no damage. Wow. However, that definitely afflicted us with some fairly potent old fatigue there. You can see our actions did quite a number on our meter. Null states. So that's just... Is that just strong-minded but with a different name? If so, is all I have to say to that. Holy healing. Oh boy, you're one of those bosses. 547. Ooh, that's a lot of health. On the other hand, we got some pretty good damage going off of Lynx, so at least there's that going for us. Alright. Invincible. Do some good damage, come on. I think Iceberg probably does the better damage at this point, but do it anyway. We haven't seen Top Shot yet. Let's get a look at this. Get a load of this. Meh. That's a little underwhelming. But I mean, the damage is pretty good, so can't complain about that. Alright, can we finish this off? Finish this off with a Forever Zero? I mean, he's hunched over. And it'd be a cool way to end the fight, that's for sure. 526. And I'm getting a little bit of lag. Yeah, and the screen shake. Oh yes, that fight is over. Not really a fan of that screen shake effect, by the way, because I can see the window getting pushed downward against the backdrop. It's not... The 4x3 window does not fill in completely against the gradient backdrop of the 16:9 window that's going on here. And basically just... Oh, boy. This remaster makes me feel feelings. And a little bit strongly sometimes. Hey, oh wow, Fargo. Nice 14 HP that you got there. Fargo is turning into a fucking monster. Meanwhile, Norris is just like, I'm here too! And we found Saints. Yes, indeed. If we have a level 8 white slot and a fully white field, they come in and paint things purple and beat it to death with dildos. Wait, no, that's the wrong game. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Very nice. We got ourselves the White Relic, and that is the entire 6-Dragon quest defeated. The Dead Sea is disintegrated, and the gates of time have been opened. Okay, so we go through the Sea of Eden and then we do Chronopolis, which involves a boss fight that has some it changes what the boss fight you get depending on certain conditions that you choose, and that changes your drops, if I recall correctly. Alright, so this says Dead Sea Ruins. Can we go in here and be led in the direction, or do we have to go to the other world? Captain's Side of Shrine and Goldove. Oh, right, yeah, there's a bit of a side quest before we do this in order to get the Dragon Tier. The other dragon tier, rather. So I forget if we do that in this world or not, but let's go take a look. I mean, surely the hint of, well, someone's been messing with it is basically saying, hey, you're gonna have to go to the other world to finish this, but we'll see in a second. Alright, what have you got for sale there, Dan Smith? You got silver and stone gear. Nothing terribly special, alright. Armor is the same. Accessories, yeah, you are just the same as using the Smith Spirit on the map. So that's not terribly helpful to us. Shrine is upstairs from... It's upstairs and on the left side, okay. Right. Hey, you gonna continue to block me? No, alright. Shaman Daria. Hey, you. Is the point. That's why I came over here to ask for help. What about you, Stina? Okay, so I guess go to the other world then? That shouldn't be too hard to do. By that shouldn't be too hard to do, I mean we've been doing it the whole game, so... Yeah. Alright, go here. Actually, right, we can go and... We can bring Fargo over to the blacksmith shop and we can have them have a chat, even though Fargo is not going to currently have the enhanced hammer to let us unlock the rainbow shell smithing. Which is fine, we don't really have a whole lot of rainbow shell fragments, I don't think. Hey, you. It be me. I need your help. I want to hammer this thing to make that, you know what. The rainbow axe, huh? Well, we had the conversation anyway. I don't remember offhand where we get that, but I think we can worry about that next time. And by next time, I mean after we get our body back, which is probably going to be... yeah, so there's nothing here. Well, darn. Oh well. Let's get out of here. Alright, switch you back out for Norris. Where did you go, Norris? Oh, he's right up there at the top. What am I doing? Oh, I'm forgetting things again? Wow, who would have guessed? Oh, wait. Alright, back through the wormhole. And... right, so Sea of Eden, but we can't go there yet. We have to go and get this other dragon tier. Because we already have the one dragon tier, the Tier of Hate, right? So... Unless they're telling me to just use it there, which I don't think is the case. Because I think that Stina is a required character to move on here. You got to say, buddy. For reasons we won't explain. Or the broken tier of the shrine in the other world. That's a good point. I didn't think about that because I forgot that our dragon tier is in pieces. You can tell that it's been a bit of a minute since we've had to deal with that plot point. Anywho, let's go over to Arnie Village in this timeline because I believe this is where we can get Orch's level 7 move. And while Orcha is kind of a mixed bag, I might actually give him a shot later. Especially if I remember to get him stone equipment, which would help deal with his stats. Right, that's Serge's house. It's across the way, isn't it? Yeah. Hey, pallet swap. No, is this not where we, Huh. Well, then I have a bad memory. Or, again, it could just be a thing of like, hey, you're not hitting the pixel properly. Which seems to be a recurring thing. Anyway, let's go rest. Because you can see Norris is somehow not at full HP, despite the fact that we haven't done anything in a bit. Hi, Sawfish. That is a pretty titanic Sawfish. Anyway, yeah, Norris is not at full HP, despite the fact that he's not really, we haven't gotten into a fight in a minute. I think that ultimately that just kind of sums him up as a character, though. Like, oh yeah, he's basically dead, even though he hasn't done anything. Because, well, yeah. Alright. Back to the other world. To go hand Stina the tears. Probably we're handing them to Direa, actually, but we're giving somebody some chunks of Dragon Tier, that's for sure. I want to take a moment to look at everybody's equipment and make sure that everybody's up to speed here. Yeah, everybody looks fine. Take that off for a second and see how strong this power seal is. Oh, it's +5 attack, wow. That's pretty solid. That's actually a lot more damage than these Dragoon's Honors give. Did I used to have Dragoon Gauntlets? Did I equip those to somebody else? Forget. It is very likely that I did. Sprig. Oh yeah, Sprig has the Dragoon Gauntlet. There we go. How does that measure up to the power seal? That's right, that's just damage, so that's not really a big deal. Substitute her back for Norris, and get on the boat. Again, excuse me. And go back to Goldov, and we are going to go hand over those Dragon Tier chunks. Hey, you. Yep. Give me the dragon emblem. It's a mark for dragon shaman. Neat. The emblem and the dragon tier have been handed down by dragon shamans for generations. Be able to receive aid from the other shaman with this emblem. Okay. And we get the Stina in that world, I think. There's a lot of back and forth between the worlds that, admittedly, I would absolutely agree with anybody who says, hey, that's just a lot of padding. Weirdly enough, I feel like I don't hear people mention that very much, but a case like this really does show off just how much it's, well, padding. It's sort of like, hey, here's the adventure game segment, and now we're going to give you some busy work. And I think about a lot of the good adventure games, and I think, wow, they didn't really involve this level of backtracking, you know? Space Quest, I don't think the original Space Quest had a lot of backtracking in it. Myst really didn't. To my recollection, it was mostly just a straightforward path, unless you done hecked up at some point and forgot to grab a page in one of the worlds or something. Not counting if you decide to harvest all the pages for some reason, which I did do one time, just for the fun of it, to be like, hey, how complete of a run can I do of this? And it turns out the answer is yes. Anyway, back over to here. Show this dude our dragon emblem. Get out of my way, you weirdo racist person. Oh, nobody's at the desk. Hi, Stina. Alright, so it's time for us to go to Fort Dragonia, I guess. And Stina has joined our party. Let's take a look at her stats. I think she's actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll measure her against Starkey. She doesn't have as much accuracy or agility, but otherwise, she's on par or better than him. Oh, resistance is slightly lower. I mean, she's okay. A lot of that would depend on what her equipment looks like. If she's in all stone, that's a little unfortunate, but if it's silver, that's all upgradable. So that's not such a problem. So I guess now we're going to go to Fort Dragonia and get the other dragon tier? I mean, we did start in on it. I just don't remember it being a thing that we do this soon. Right, of course we do, because... yeah, reasons. Where did you come from? Alright, and the fort has opened itself to us, apparently, so, I guess this means that we could have skipped all those puzzles if we wanted to. But why would we? We got some pretty good stuff out of the deal. I should probably save my game. Oh hey. Edgy Dark Serge. Well, I certainly don't want your body anymore. You seem to have grown a little accustomed to it. Let's see how this fight goes. This probably shouldn't be too hard. And of course, there he is carrying around the big Lynx scythe after he's hijacked our body. Alright, Norris. One hit is all you need because you're just going to go ahead and Eagle Eye Fargo. And Fargo is going to do his thing and steal, and maybe there's something good there. I don't know. Do not remember. I just know we've gotten the most important things from the steal, so Fargo may not have much more use in the rest of the game. Stole a trashy tiara. Okay. That's an item to find, that's for sure. And of course, he's got feral cats as well. Why wouldn't he? And that hurts a lot. Nice. Oh, what? He did 4 attacks in one turn? I mean, one of them missed, but 4 fucking attacks. Really, dude? Put away the game shark, Dark Serge. Nobody is impressed. Least of all, me. And just to make sure you get the point, Iceberg. Oh, he's not dead yet. He's trying to hold on. Okay, now that's just cheap. You can't do that, dude. You're not Red Element. Oh, fuck. Who has my revive? I think it's Norris. Either way, Norris needs the stats more than... Yeah, he does not have it, so... Either way, he needs the stats more than Fargo does. So... In that position, that's an acceptable choice. Level 37, alright. Good stats all around. Rip Fargo not getting anything. And Lynx gets a level 8 slot. Very nice. Impressive. I may have underestimated you. Anyway, I must get on with my affairs. Besides, it's too late. Goodbye, Serge. As he's actually calling us by the correct name this time instead of trying to gaslight us. Well, Lynx, why don't you put that space to use? But first we're going to go and throw something in here, and I think that something is going to be earthquake traps. Let's throw in our Grim Reaper summon. Summon death to wreak doom and destruction. Oh, that sounds pretty meaty. It's probably not going to get used too much, but on the other hand... maybe we'll get something out of the deal. Alright, go up. There's still some fights we can get into around here, right? Because I want some healing. It looks like we can use the teleporter already, though. So this may just be sort of a maze room for now, and no battles for us as we just move on to Cutsceneville pretty soon. Anti-white. Not something we're likely to use, but alright, game. Why not? Over here we've got another chest with some more nostrums. Those are significantly more likely to see some usage. Anti-black, once again, probably not gonna show up. I think that we've probably hit the points where those would be useful already. Most notably Dario. I think the Dario fight you can put them to use. I could be wrong about that. Even then, I don't know that it would last long enough, but eh. Alright. Up to the roof we go. Nobody has any commentary this time. Push open the door. And must proceed alone from here. And confirm for yourself who you really are. Truth shall manifest itself once you believe in your heart. Alright, well, folks, I'll see you later. If I'm not back in like 2 hours, call someone. Alright. Go to the pedestal. Put our dragon tier on. And now is when we start getting not quite cutscenes. All life on this planet was born in the sea. The life forms softly slumbered within the womb of our mother ocean. Until eventually they developed free will and were able to swim about the ocean freely. Then there came those that, not satisfied with the life in the water, looked up from the ocean floor toward the blue skies and dreamt of the feel of the land. Eons passed before their preposterous dream became a reality, and they rose up from the seas onto the earth. Man, I love EVO: The Search for Eden. That game's fucking hard, though. The land became full of all kinds of creatures. Among these, the dragon lizards and the more evolved reptiles thought they would reign over the earth forever. This is calling back to Chrono Trigger, and for a long time, it seemed that they would. However, the unforeseen coming of the mighty one from the heavens suddenly smashed their kingdom to pieces. The one known as Lavos, the great crimson flame. Wielding absolute power, Lavos buried the dinosaurs, the kings of the land, in the space of a night. Not quite. It was more the coming of a massive ice age that caused a lot of the issues. However, the Tyranno Lair Castle was destroyed by Lavos from a direct hit, so I suppose that is kind of true. However, the timid apes who had lived hidden in the forests came into contact with the crimson flame that fell from the sky and evolved into humans. Perhaps this was not evolution, but transformation. Regardless, humans increased in number and filled the earth. The fearsome progeny of Lavos, just like their progenitor, began to devour our mother planet. Enjoy some cutscenes. Hey, check it out. It's that one Nirvana cover. Nirvana album cover, pardon me. Wow, I forgot a word. Good work, me. I got up for a second to fix my chair. Well, that made the dragon tier explode into shrapnel. And Lynx's clothes are never going to fit again. Serge, where did you get your clothes back from, though? Was he just keeping those in his backpack or something? But indeed, we are back to being Serge. We are no longer Lynx. The Lynx body is gone entirely. Instead, Lynx still has Serge's original body, and we're basically a clone. Your eyes which foresaw the truth shall help you to regain your trust among your comrades. There's nothing we can do about the dragon tier. Its shattering does not come as a surprise. However, you also carry the fate of the dragon tier from another world. Broken pieces of love and hate, although contradictory, they are two sides of the same coin. A mysterious force may come to light when the two pieces are united. Perhaps this force will be the legendary title drop. The only problem is, the shrine, which is said to give life to the Chrono Cross, is nothing but a cavern inside Divine Dragon Falls. So we are going to have to go to the other world's Divine Dragon Falls to do this, right? Serge, you may hold the worth its powers. Shattered but transformed into the Tear of Love. Alright, well. We got our old body back. Our equipment I was going to say our equipment should be unchanged, but unfortunately, no, I have to re-equip my accessories. What's your defense against magic? Does this do something special, too? Equip sunglasses, Dragoon's Honor. And we are back into the fighting trim here. However, I believe all of our elements have been deallocated. Yeah, of course they have. Fuck! Well, so much for ever getting to show off Grim Reaper. Well, maybe we'll get a chance to, because Grobik will probably eventually have a level 8 slot, so there's that. But on the other hand, that's still like, hey, I gotta redo everything I did earlier. So, first things first, we equip Saints. And let's take a quick look at our specials. We've got Flying Arrow now instead of Forever Zero. This is a single target move. It does a lot of damage, but it's definitely not, low budget Ultima as we saw before. Or maybe high budget Ultima, actually, considering the era. Over at level 5, I think we've seen Luminaire. I can't remember. It's definitely not as good as the Luminaire and Chrono Trigger, but it's a hit-all white element move, so I can't really complain about that too much. And we've got Dash and Slash as our level 3. Once again, we've definitely seen that. We've definitely encountered some lag from that, that's for sure. Put our Mag Negate at level 4, because that's a really good move to have. And let's start throwing on some Meteor Showers. I don't know what all else to put anywhere. Earthquake. Holy Light, that's a good one to put in here. That can go at level 7, I suppose. Okay, yeah, we should definitely be putting some Eagle Eye in Level 1. As we do. I don't think we'll need 3 Eagle Eye in any fight. 2 is probably more than we need most of the time. Graviton, Graviton. Magma Bomb. Chrono. I'll throw a Cure in there. Throw 2, actually. Magnify. That's a terrible move that annoys me. Green. We'll put a heal all here. I'm going to stick with what we have for now. No, I'm going to go put the Earthquake Trap in there. Oh, right, we should probably put a Revive and a Purify on here also. I think those are the main things that we want for the moment, but I'll handle the rest of that in a sec. After I get out of here and find my bearings again. It's a way out. Is it over here? I think this is the way out. Yeah. The elevator down. And we are back outside. Let's take a look and see what we can do with our party now. Oh ho ho! Get a load of this. We've got a lot of people back. Oh yes, which means that a lot of them are going to be way undergeared. But we do have a lot of options now for folks that we can drag in. So I should probably unequip. Probably Norris is going to be the one that I unequip then. But I may end up reshuffling the entire party's build. I forget if there's important things to steal still. But we've got Guile back. Guile is gonna need some equipment to be, like, good, unfortunately. But Guile is still a pretty strong character. You can see Guile has a lot of HP. Actually, if we don't really need Fargo, Guile might end up temporarily being the tank. No, Grobic would probably still be better for that. Yeah, if I really wanted to work with Guile, I would probably have to give him some accuracy buffs to make sure that his rods can hit everything properly. Otherwise, though, he's pretty alright. Norris, Viper, Elkar, so Marcy, And here's Poshul. Poshul is still a joke character. Sorry, guys. Matcha, I think, is probably the best red element that we have right now. I mean, Draggy might have some potential if we gear Draggy up properly. I have to look at what Matcha is rocking, because if Matcha is still using the gear that she has when we recruited her, good God. That's pretty great. Glenn. Oh, holy sh... Wow, Glenn. I suppose if we're gonna have somebody specifically in Norris's spot, Glenn would probably be the one to get in there. And of course, he can eventually equip the double Einlanzer once I remember to handle that part for him. I have to remember where you pick it up. I think it's in Termina. Or possibly the Isle of the Damned, or possibly... I don't remember. Anyway, that's something that can just be collected, I think. It doesn't even involve a boss fight or anything, and that gives his damage a huge boost, and just makes him one of the best characters in the game for physical combat. Lena is here, and she is lagging behind. Miki is in our party. How does she measure up to Matcha? Oh, Matcha is just way better in almost every regard. Oh god, I just realized. 40 resist for Matcha. What is... She has better defenses than Fargo. Holy shit. I think I really do have to use her. Draggy, Starkey, Sprig, we've seen them already. Mojo. Mojo is back. Mojo has commendable stats, actually, all considered. 38 agility, too. That is buck wild. I just don't think Mojo has much in the way of moves to do anything with that, but still, neat. Neofio is not the most impressive in the world. Greco. Greco's got some good stuff going for him, but is definitely a mixed bag, as you can see by 2 agility. Fun guy we had before, Irenis. Wow, you have no HP, do you, Irenis? Leah, we've seen her before. She's getting pretty stout, so I appreciate that. Van, Sneff. Stina. Stina's pretty much unchanged from before. Doc. I think Doc has some pretty useful support moves, so he's a fair option, but then we'd want a third white innate to go in the party. Grobik. We're definitely going to be using Grobik at least a little bit here and there. Pip. I'd have to basically go learn how to work Pip for the evolutions and everything. But Pip could potentially be pretty useful, I think. For now, let's go ahead and let's unequip Norris entirely of his goodies. And we'll substitute him for... I already forgot who I wanted in there. It's... I wanted Glenn, right? Like, clearly I gotta do Glenn, yeah? Yeah, we'll put Glenn in, and we'll see about that Einlanzer thing. If it's really as easy as I think. And yeah, see, he's got... Okay, yeah, we already have the one Einlanzer, so we're already off to a start there. But as you can see, our boy has iron gear still, so there's a lot of room to improve our man's stats. In fact, it's looking like everybody we got back has the gear that they had when we first recruited them. So everybody can get a nice big upgrade to their stats here. Stone helmets, the sight scope. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with the sight scope and the stamina ring still. Get on the boat. Go to Termina. Is this going to be the place where we can go find the Iron Lancer? Because I think it is, in fact, one of the two terminas that it's just sort of hanging out, and Glenn goes, yeah, we're doing this. Alright, talk to the sword. Brother! And he's not interested in picking it up. So is there more that I have to do for this? Or is it the Otherworld sword? It's probably that I have more stuff to do. Which means I also should probably actually get around to allocating Glenn some abilities. But you can see Glenn has a level 8 slot of his own, so we can put Genie over there. And I want to say we have Tornado or something for a... Yeah, there we go. There's Tornado. So we can have a level 6 move. Sonic Sword. I don't think we got to use Sonic Sword while we had Glenn in our party last time. But I'm not 100% sure offhand. Either way, we're going to go investigate the Otherworld Termina and see what we can do in terms of that sword. Oh, also, now that we are back to Serge's body, we actually get the cutscene for this again. And since we haven't seen it in a bit, let's watch it again. Watch those classic late 90s FMV visuals. This reminds me that one of the things that I always really loved about FF9 is that there were a couple of points where it would segue fairly smoothly into FMV, like when you're just arriving at one of the maps, I think the infantry. It just segues nicely, and you see this little quality bump, and it looks really good. That just makes me real happy. Alright, let's go and check over here. Yeah, see, that sword is looking a little bit more appropriate to what we want to be doubling up on. Huh? The Iron Lancer is resonating! It teleported into my hands? Brother! Yes, I understand. The sword I will take into my hands, and together we will fulfill our unfinished dream. Yeah, check this out. He dual wields. I don't think this carries over to a New Game Plus, much like the Master Mune, so that's a little unfortunate, but on the other hand, wow, he's gonna be real good going forward. I mean, his attack stat looks a little bit less impressive than it really is, but I'm sure we'll have ways to fix that, especially if we can get some better gear for him. Let's throw in a free fall. There's going to be a lot of me equipping more AoEs as usual. Graviton. Oh, right. This Hydra's Shadow move, by the way, is one that Stina can use. I just haven't equipped it to her yet because I haven't put her in the party yet. As you've probably all noticed by the fact that I haven't put her in the party yet. kind of tempted to try to do turn yellow for, like, combo potential. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we're going to put turn yellow there instead of uplift. And put an eagle eye there. You can see that Glenn has a very small grid overall, which is kind of unfortunate. But he does get that level 8 slot, and he does hit like a truck, so I can only complain so much. Diminish in slot 4, because he'd probably be the best choice for it, really. Have a free fall already, Glenn? Yeah, Glenn has a free fall already, but we're gonna put another one there. Lacking a tornado or anything else to go there, so. I don't remember what the green move from Goldove shop is that can go there, but let's go have a look in that general direction. If nothing else, we can go to Marbule and pick up more earthquake traps. I love this song, by the way. It's really good. Alright, over to Marbule. Hey, you. Oh, believe it, buddy. What do you got? Okay, this is the trap sales. Let's grab some earthquake traps. I'm gonna grab a couple of carnivore traps. Just on the off chance that I like go look up where I can get those and figure it out. What do you got, Chief? Okay, you've got turn element, you've got stats, and you've got status effect removal. Ow. Not a lot of notes. Take our boat over to... Excuse me. Take our boat over here. Ugh. Shop. Oh, it's the other one that we have to go to. Right, okay. Glenn. That on there. And the rest may just end up as meteor showers or something. After I see whatever that level 6 spell is. Oh yeah, same cutscene, so we can skip over it now. Alright, what do you got? Well, we've got Infoscope. That... Well, you know what? Sure, let's take an Infoscope. I mean, it's not great or anything, but okay. Can't believe this is a fucking level 6. You kidding me? Sheesh. Throw another magma bomb, and we'll put in, I guess, a meteor shower -1. I mean, it's not that bad of a thing to have, really. Alright, let's go recover, because we haven't done that in a bit. Sawfish. Heal up. And back out we go. Dead Sea Ruins. Can we go in here and... Okay, so is this the part where this puzzle is available now? Am I in the correct world for that? I could have sworn it was the other world where that happens, but maybe the puzzle is just there. Anyway, yeah, I feel like I'm a little all over the place because that is a thing for what I think is something a little past what we're going for. But if I go over to the place in another world and I don't find it, I will go and I will pull that information up and get the answer to that question. Dead Sea Ruins. Full of clouds. Clouds? Some kind of dragon treasure. Yeah, dragon emblem is clearly not it. Tear of love. Tear of hate. Okay, so this is just a thing to be like, hey, yeah, go back to the place and get that. So, you know what? Give me just a moment here to go check a thing real quick. Okay, I see some stuff we can do here. By here, I mean over in the other world. Sorry, give me a sec here. There we go. Alright, so we should now be able to go to Homeworld Marbule, and we should see some things going on. Here's where we get some stuff that I was thinking of earlier. Hey, buddy. Alright, this shop just has all the usual stuff from the other side. So if we come here with Irenis in our party and we talk to the Witch Doctor, we can get her level 7 move. Oh, unfortunately the blue ant is a little underwhelming. I see. You know what, let's go ahead and get that move real quick. Because why not? We're probably never going to use her again, but let's do it anyway. Hey, you. There we go. Oh, that's a really terrible attempt to use a German accent there. Received Siren Song. And there we go. There's her level 7 technique. I guess let's make sure that that's allocated somewhere. We'll put Fargo back in the party when we're done talking to everybody here. Because I think she's the only person who gains anything specifically from talking to specific people. But yeah, you can see everybody's rebuilding. It's coming along pretty decently. Hey, you. Unfortunately, the other side Marbule is all upset at us because we killed the Black Dragon still. But some things cannot really be helped. Oh, can we not talk to the woman in the pool in the middle of the room? Hmm. Fargo, what are you doing here? Oh, you must be the other world, Fargo. This Fargo's just yucking it up with this dude. Well, at least you guys seem to be having fun. Good to see you guys can get along and all that. Hey, Toma. Now what's so embarrassing about having a wife, dude? Hey, we got the Quill and Papyrus frame. Very nice. Fits things a little better than the frame that we've got, but I like this one, so, Handcrafted master hammer for only 10 grand. Oh, that's a costly hammer, but that is the thing that will give us the ability to use, or to craft, rather, rainbow gear. Wait a sec. Does that dude at the entrance have something else to give us if we talk? Leave the screen or something. 100th visitor to Marbule, huh? A souvenir. Receive full revival. Oh, yes, that's right. This, I think, is the only one of these we can get in the game. Can only be used if your innate color is white. And it revives a target at full HP. How low can we put that? We can put that at 2. So that's what we're going to do. We'll throw a heal on here. Let's sort attack elements up first. I think we got plenty of black element because we have a lot of those gravitons in the lower levels, so that's not really a major concern. Yellow is something we don't have a ton of, so it might not be a bad idea to throw a couple of these onto each of the lower levels. Unfortunately, we can't use that volcano element. That's a shame. Throw an ice lance here. How about another one? There we go. We'll put a low res on Serge down here. God, my frame rate is getting real crusty. I wonder if my computer is just having a not great time. Let's put a diminish at 4 for you, Chrono. As our just in case there. Let's re-up our earthquakes. Freefall can go there. Got so many meteor showers on at this point. Let's have one of those. Ice Blast. We have another Inferno still. We should have one. Yeah, so we'll put that there. Upheaval. And Bush Basher. And I think that's going to do for our grid for now. Alright, so now I have to bring Zappa back to the other world. And there's one more little thing to do over in the Sea of Eden area, which is Dead Sea Ruins. Zappa, get in the party. Alright. Hey, you. Alright. Oh, check it out. It's even got its own model in the overworld. Nice. That is one shiny axe. Zappa learned how to forge the rainbow material. Excellent! And that's what I came here for. Wait, can we buy that shit at the smithy shop? I think we can buy it in the other thing, but we're gonna get a load of the... Oh, right, yeah. Here comes the problem. Is that in order to craft any of the rainbow gear, we need these shiny bits from killing things with summons. Or from disassembling very specific other equipment. Which means that no matter what, we really, really want to make sure we know who we're bringing to the party before we do anything like this. And we even need it for the armor. Also, damn, that shit's expensive, by the way. 24 grand. We can't even afford a prism mail right now. Yeesh. So did that axe actually exist, or... No, it doesn't. Well, we unlocked it anyway, so if that time should ever come to pass, then good deal. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% confident that it will, but we'll see how we do with time. Alright, Zappa, get the hell out of my party. Fargo, get in. Alright, save real quick. And get in the boat. This is the correct side of the world to be doing Dead Sea Ruins in, right? No, we gotta go to the all this back and forth. I'm glad we can skip the cutscene at least. Otherwise, we would have gone absolutely out of our heads seeing this thing over and over and over again. Whoop. Alright, here we go. Dead Sea Ruins time. So, as you can see, there's 3 points of this triangle, and this is where I'm going to save. Because my understanding is that if we want to deal with this, we have to hit these in a particular order, and that will change what boss we face, depending which one is the last that we hit. So if we go there, then we go here, then we go here. I think this is what we want to... Oh, wait, no. I think it just switches... That's right. Okay. So we go in here. And if I remember if we're doing this correctly... We hit that triangle, we want to go here, and we hit this triangle, and then we want to hit the one on the side. And if I am incorrect, I will be reloading in order to try to get the right fight. Because these fights have unique drops, and one of them is markedly really absurd. That does not appear to be what I was promised. Vita Duo. Let me take a look at this real quick. Make sure that this is... Alright. Yeah, I completely misread this diagram. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to run away. And we're going to reload. And we basically just have to visit the bottom triangle last. And that's all that matters. And yeah, absolutely, I'm cheating a little bit. I know. And that should put us against this thing. Alright, and set up my windows again. And here we go. This is Vita Unis, as opposed to what we were fighting before. So, depending on what boss you fight, perhaps unsurprisingly, it will change what enemies, what your enemies' drops are. Shouldn't really come as too much of a surprise to see something like that. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, Cure Plus already, huh? Atropos has stopped functioning. Alright, so you've got enough time to sneak in a pillage. And we take that white brooch. Wow, okay, Glenn, just go ahead and don't do a lot of damage. Make me feel like a fool for doing the double Einlancer thing. Green field. Okay. Lexus has stopped functioning. Serge. Land a few hits. Glenn. Push it a little. And let's show this off. I don't get to use this one too often, but let's take a look at Genie. Because usually, with Glenn, I just beat on people, because usually he does a lot more damage. And of course, you are correct that this doesn't usually lag this badly on the PS1. I shouldn't have to say it, but I want to anyway, because big oof. Again, I've said it before, it's not the player's job to make sure the game functions properly. That's what the devs are for. 591. That's pretty solid damage. There's nothing to really do with Purify or Full Revival. Basically, right now, I'm going to see if I can't set up to try and drop Saints on this fight. But who knows if I can actually pull that off. You have a meteor shower. All right. I probably should give a couple of people some, like, photon beams or something. And Serge, just get to level 8 if you feel like it, I guess. And Glenn, oh, that's gonna cause Fargo some problems, and it did a lot of damage to us as well. Glenn has a Purify, so at the very least he can do something. Well, then again, everybody can. Wow, Glenn took the least damage from that attack, I think, but then again, maybe everybody else was just softened up already a little bit from dealing with this. Bend. Alright, Fargo, do you have... Yeah, you have Purify. Move Glenn's burns. Glenn burns. It's funny. And again, we'll blow a turn here, just so that way we can get a chance to show this off. It's very rare that I get to do 2 summons in one battle, but here we go. Let's take a look at Saints. I don't know how much we're going to use this in the future, but it is super good. I mean, the damage output is huge. It heals you. Like, what are we getting? 1,748. And it healed us to maximum. Yeah, if that wasn't a kill shot, I would have been pissed. That was awesome. Such a good move. Unfortunately, I don't know that we're going to get a lot of chances to put it to use. Still, get a load of that. And everybody's going to come in here and gain some good stat ups. And that is what we wanted. That is the big drop we were looking for, Vigora. I mentioned this when we briefly saw it in Grobek's fight. This is, I believe, a blue innate only move that stops stamina consumption for a little bit. I mean, there's a certain limit to how much you can do per turn still. Don't get me wrong, it's not a complete game breaker, but it's still pretty dang strong. And thank you, Lynx, I appreciate it. And you can see that we have cleared the area. And in the middle of it all, these future ruins have risen. And here it is, Time Fortress Chronopolis. Let's have a quick squiz. Oh, this music is really good. It's a little quiet, but just a very chill vibe in general. The counter time effect. It's the relay to extract enough energy to counteract the anti-annihilation effect. What? Oh boy. Yeah, so for those of you who are not aware of this game, Chronopolis is the second big plot dump dungeon of this game. Which is why, even though we're taking a quick look at it, we're not going to do all of this today. We're just going to take in a little bit of the atmosphere here. And we're going to, after I am done talking to these ghosts, we're going to tackle this all in one stream. Because otherwise, things will get confusing. Chronopolis Military Research Center. May there be everlasting peace for the children of the world. 2400 AD. Yes, indeed, even further in the future than the future timeline from Chrono Trigger. But of course, we gotta go back outside to save, and so let us do that. Glenn doesn't seem to be hitting as hard as we thought he would, huh? I gotta find him some better damage accessories, wow.